I'd like to give a brief overview of Bender and the products that we furnish into the healthcare market. For over 70 years, the Bender Group has been a world leader in the manufacture of electrical safety products, including our Isotrol Systems brand of isolated power panels and accessories. With our offices around the country and in Canada, we're able to help all of our North American customers with their isolated power requirements. Isolated power is ungrounded power. We call it isolated because the power within the room it serves is electrically isolated from the regular grounded power systems used outside of these rooms. By utilizing an ungrounded or isolated power system in an operating room or any other critical care procedure room, we're better able to monitor and manage potentially hazardous electrical leakage currents that could circulate through the medical devices in use as well as the permanent circuitry inside the room. We're also able to provide an early warning and maintain continuity of power in the event an electrical device or circuit becomes wet or experiences a partial internal breakdown. This degree of electrical protection and the critical uptime provided by isolated power is simply unmatched when utilizing regular grounded power. Bender's Isotrol system products were sold to Burke's Urologic Surgery Center in November of 2002, and the equipment installation was completed in May of 2003. As part of the project and before placing the equipment into service, we provided an on-site factory-certified technician to perform inspection and field testing to verify compliance to Article 517 of the National Electric Code and Section 4 of NFPA 99, which is the standard for healthcare facilities.
We were lucky enough when we opened our facility in 2003 to have very good advice from a local architect as well as a consulting firm. They recommended, because we do use so much irrigation, so much water, our floor is often wet, we have a lot of electrical equipment. At that time, they recommended to the owners that they put in the isolated power system to make sure that not only the patients were safe, which was the primary concern, but also the staff was safe. Isolated power enables me to keep my focus on clinical problems where my training is, rather than worrying about whether electrical equipment will put us all at risk.
With isolated power, we're able to keep the power on inside the room even when certain electrical faults occur or begin to develop. We have real-time monitoring to tell us about the integrity of the system and the devices that are plugged into it. With a regular grounded power system under these same circumstances, you could risk a sudden power outage on some or all of the circuits inside the room with absolutely no advance warning. We feel that this message is particularly vital to each of the stakeholders involved in patient safety, and these would include the design engineering firms, the health system executives, the facility directors, the biomedical and clinical engineers, the entire surgical team, risk managers, compliance officers. All of these folks share the responsibility for providing a rock-solid and safe environment of care for patients visiting their facilities.